Dentro del encuentro Terra Madre que se celebra en Turín, vamos a charlar con la activista y vicepresidenta de Slow Food, Vandana Shiva, Premio Nobel Alternativo de la Paz en 1993. Vandana, el pasado día escuchamos en la apertura acerca de agricultores, agricultura, desarrollo sostenible y medio ambiente. ¿Cuál debe ser la prioridad para el mundo?
I think the most important priority is for us to create economies that sustain us and look after our needs and secure people's livelihoods and to get out of this economy that is false, fictitious, and is killing the real economy, and real soil, real people, real seeds are being killed in order to make the false economy grow, which is vulnerable. People like me have been reflecting on this for 30 years, but this year we have seen the house of cards come down.
¿Cómo cambia la actual crisis el sistema de vida de los agricultores y cómo afecta a la alimentación del primer mundo?
Yeah. I think the financial crisis and the food crisis and the climate crisis give us an opportunity to reshape the food system. So far the food system was built on fossil fuels, assuming fossil fuels will never run out. It was built on fossil fuels assuming they have no impact. Today we know they're running out, they're becoming more costly. Fertilizers are 3 times more expensive this year than last year, and fertilizers are 60% of the problem of climate change related to agriculture. Industrial agriculture is 35% of the problem of climate chaos. Given all this, we need to move to a fossil fuel free agriculture. And that means ecological agriculture. The only way to do farming without chemicals and big machines is to do ecological farming. The second thing is related to finance. We have been told that food can be turned into a commodity, seed can be turned into a commodity, let the big companies make money, and somehow there will be more food. We have seen it doesn't work. Food is no more cheap, it's become very costly, because once food is speculated on, once food becomes a monopoly, it will get more costly. Similarly, when every input into food, like seed, becomes a commodity, production will become more costly. Farmers will not survive, people will not have access to food. There is, of course, a way out, to go to agriculture that is less capital intensive and trade and distribution that is a shorter chain, more intimate relationships. This solves the problem of the farmers. It solves the problem of people having access to food, because 80% of the margins today, the profits, are going to the agribusiness and processing industry. The farmers are getting less than 4% to 5% of what the consumer is paying. The rest is evaporating into the pockets of businesses and into transport. Local ecological farming can make better food available to all at lower price and lower cost of production. It's the only way to make a transition out of the triple crisis.
Hace algunos años escribiste el libro de la democracia. ¿Cómo se puede conseguir democracia para el mundo?
Yeah. Earth democracy, as I've written in the book, means both recognizing that ultimately our existence is linked to the land, to the soil, to the earth. It also means recognizing that we are first and foremost earth citizens and only secondarily citizens of Italy and India. And only after that, a Christian citizen or a Hindu citizen. All these are derived entities from our core being, which is a biological being and an ecological being on the earth. Of course, to shape earth democracy, we have to do concrete things. We have to have earth democracy in the form of food democracy, which is ecological local systems. We have to have water democracy, which is, justice for water.
¿Es este el sistema político que necesitamos para solucionar la situación?
The political system of Earth democracy is, in my view, the system that can provide for human needs in the time of collapse, of the false economy, of economic globalization, which was based on corporate dictatorship. It was based on free trade, which was really unfree trade, and forced trade, because you were forced to trade in things you didn't need to trade. You know, we didn't need to get textiles from China. We didn't need to get toys from China. Today the Chinese factories are closing down. So it was forced trade. The economy that will last is Earth democracy, is based on Earth democracy.
La última conferencia de la FAO fue un desastre total en cuanto a compromisos, la falta de políticas concretas para cambiar la situación. ¿Qué pueden hacer los ciudadanos, ya que los políticos parece que no reaccionan? ¿Qué piensas de la clase política?
I think the political class has become so blind that it would destroy the earth and destroy the future for a few days more of their rule. We have watched it with the financial crisis, where trillions of dollars were poured in by the political class, and yet the problem of financial uncertainty and recession has not been solved, because the system is rotten. And once it's rotten, it will crumble. Band-aids do not rescue a rotten system. Another system will rescue life on this planet. The political class is too inexperienced in building that alternative. And the political class will come in the way of alternatives. But I think people have been building these alternatives. People have been building these alternatives with the sense that they are on the margins, where the system, the dominant system, was on other rules, and they on the margins were trying to create other principles and other rules. I think we have to recognize that the margin has to become the center if humanity has to survive.